Let me start off by saying I am no better than anyone else, more righteous, or in any way more sanctified. In fact, if we were to tally and explore the weight of my sins and future sins, one would be left aghast at the threatening monstrosity that is alone my wickedness. That being said, I have a way of clarifying issues to myself and others about how to be at least to some degree a good and as passionate a Christian as one can be. The reason I am making this video is simply because it does not exist yet. And I myself needed to hear these words. Very little is said about meekness and the dark night of the soul on YouTube. But I find it is the only quality or possession that can stay with you even when you feel like you are going through the very worst trials ever designed. Meekness is the only way God can use you to design His own glory. It is not self-righteousness, but a resignation, a calm clarifying moment in which one realizes their own deep spiritual, mental, emotional, and even financial ignorance. From this perspective, it opens one's mind and soul to the thought that your suffering isn't that bad. And even better, the length and depth of suffering in some way cannot be fully dependent on you to completely realize yet. The truth you need to know is you do not know the truth about your life that God knows. And if you did, you would not even feel pain. Therefore, what God wants is for you to trust His vision instead of yours. If the full immersion of God's presence in our lives did not cause great pain, if His gentle light hand did not darken our eyes, whenceforth would we ever have the modesty it took to serve Him? How would we know that God is God without knowing how a sinner such as yourself should righteously react to His awesomeness? It is in the deep pain of the dark night, where we realize that God is not kidding around with our spiritual evolution and transformation of ourselves. Pray to God for a spirit of meekness to trust His judgment even when it feels like you are with your bare hands battling 2 lions and 8 tigers in a Roman arena. Be blessed, everyone.